History for a Hawkeye in Iowa City. With this bucket, a trademark three-pointer from the logo, Caitlin Clark breaks the Division I women's basketball scoring record. She only needed 8 points coming in to pass Kelsey Plum, and the Iowa superstar sets the record in the first 2 minutes of the game against Michigan. Not one, but two records on Thursday. She finished with a career-high 49 points on 16 of 31, including 9 made threes. The 49 points in Iowa single-game record. Her total points now, 3,569. One of the greatest players in college basketball history, making major history. Stands alone, breaking the all-time D-1 women's basketball scoring record, 3,569. Couple more records that she can break. Former Kansas star and Hall of Famer Lynette Woodard owns the women's major college basketball record with 3,649. She's 80 behind Woodard. And the late, great Pete Maravich holds the all-time Division I scoring record with 3,667 points. She's 98 points behind Pete Maravich, on pace to eclipse both those records this season. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports HQ college basketball analyst Erica Ayala. Caitlin Clark wasting no time, setting the record 2 minutes into the game, Erica. How about the way she set the record, a trademark logo three-pointer?
Well, that's just it. It's her trademark. You knew one of those was going to go up and in. She's talked about before how she knows that when it goes up, she knows whether it's going in or not. And that shot looked money for the record. And then she just kept piling it on, as mentioned, got a career record in points in a single game, a record for the program where she toppled Megan Gustafson, who's now playing in the WNBA. I mean, the sky truly seems to be the limit for Caitlin Clark.
49 points on 9 made threes, also had 13 assists. Erica, you know when she plays, it's appointment viewing. How would you describe her impact on women's basketball?
There have been so many great players that have through women's basketball. You mentioned Lynette Woodard and the record that Caitlin Clark likely will eclipse that she set at Kentucky, excuse me. And the thing is that we've seen greatness in women's basketball year in and year out. Unfortunately, what didn't always follow was coverage, literally down to being able to watch games on television. And Caitlin Clark is one of the superstars in an era where we're seeing respect put on women's basketball, and she is right there at the heart of it. It's really fantastic to watch. Mentioned it a few times before, but it's also fantastic to see her arc where she started as a freshman during that COVID year when we were seeing cutouts in stands. Everyone had to get creative about sports at that time and a return to sports. And now to see her continually, along with her Iowa teammates, selling out not just home games, but road games as well. It's an amazing time to be a women's basketball fan, and I'm one of the lucky ones that gets to be on CBS Sports as an analyst talking about it. One
of the things you have to appreciate about Caitlin Clark is her competitiveness. At halftime, she said the record is cool, but said we need to play better defense. She understands she's the show, but wants her team to win more than anything. Erica, she has another year of eligibility. Before the season, Caitlin Clark said she was treating this season as her last. If you were consulting her, what would you tell her?
And I think it's really that she doesn't have much else to prove. Again, it goes down to how much an NCAA title means to her. And of course, that's something great to get. You think of being in conversations with Cheryl Swoops, who wore number 22. You are looking at Aaliyah Boston, Brianna Stewart, who won 4 NCAA titles. That being said, there's so much more that she can accomplish, that she can do. as a professional basketball player in the WNBA. And for my advice, it would be that this is looking like it's her time. It's her time to step in to another challenge, be able to grow her game even more. So if I were giving her advice, my advice would be to go into the WNBA, but ultimately she's going to make the best decision for her and her family and for her team.
Clark is expected to be the #1 pick in April's WNBA draft. Caitlin Clark now has 3,569 points, the most career points in NCAA women's college basketball history. Erica Ayala with the perspective. Erica, thank you. As you take a look at the numbers, it is impressive. Standing alone, more than 15,000 witnessing history at Carver Hawkeye Arena. The average ticket price for this game, $400, and the fans will tell you, well worth the price of admission. Caitlin Clark, most career points in NCAA women's college basketball history. Have a career, kid.